Hey yo, what we're saying, it's your boy AJ, and we are back because the reveals and stuff just finished. Number 32, we all thought it was going to be an Ultra, we all thought it was going to be Super JANEMBA. Turns out, it is Ultra Super JANEMBA. They pretty much gave us exactly what we wanted and exactly what everyone kind of thought, not gonna lie. But, as you can see right here, courtesy of Spider on Twitter, this is the new Ultra Super JANEMBA. There's a lot of stuff in his kit, basically. I'm just going to go over some of the key points. So, he is blue, he is a melee type, obviously fits on the Transforming Warrior, Regen, and Powerful Opponent. The way this video is going to be, the way this is going to be filmed, obviously, I hope you guys can see this. I might zoom in for little bits and stuff like that, but as you can see, is his art right there. That, when it's animated in the game, is going to look godly. It's going to look godly. My gosh. So, his Z ability, just to obviously cover it, is if you get him to plus 6 stars anyway, so if you pull him twice, you get 3% to ultimate and awaken damage inflicted by regen, and then 38 to regen. Get the notifications there from Legends. You get 30% to regen, Sogs from movies, strike attack, and blast defense. Interesting. Obviously, ultra ability, if he's a leader, you get extra damage inflicted and extra key recovery. If he's not the leader, then you get the buffs per tag regen. So they kind of want you to build him around regen, but obviously you can build him as well on songs from the movies teams if you do have him in the leader slot. Along with like Ultra Gogeta Blue, you can use him with the Path to Power Goku. You can use him with like LF Cell that just came out. You can use him with the like Orange Piccolo, something like that. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities you can use his character with if you have him in the leader slot, that is. But probably regen is probably best to build this guy around, because obviously all the regenerative abilities they all have. So this guy has a unique gauge that is similar to the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, but this one is a strike counter. So the Blue Gogeta obviously has the blast counter. This guy has a strike counter, and what's unique with this guy is, whereas Blue Gogeta has his unique gauge charged when he gets hit, this JANEMBA's just charges automatically. We'll see how quick that is. I'm not assuming that's going to be super quick, but I don't know if as well. Okay, so yeah, so it says, I don't know if that, it says here receiving it, I don't know. Maybe, obviously, his, like, it's when it says gradually charges it, maybe it's, like, quite slow, but if you get hit, you get quite a bit added to that. But basically, you can do it up to 3 times when you counter an enemy's strike, or forward charging special move or special arts. So, basically, like, Goku and Frieza's green and blue card are countered by this guy, pretty much. Same with Vegito Blue's strike and I think his ultimate as well. But when the first time you activate his counter, you get an ultimate card, so you can draw an ultimate twice basically with this unit. You get an ultimate card the first time you do it. Obviously the other times you don't, the other 2 times. But as you can see, when you do the counter, you get 20% health back, you get 50 key, you restore your advantage engaged by 100%. So if you did initially like swipe like advantage before, and then you get hit and the counter activates on the next hit, you get your vanish engage back. Pretty nice. Nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 15 counts, so you get any green units running around, I don't know. And then it increases arts card draw speed by another level for 15 counts. I said another level because you will see later on. So when he enters the battlefield, gets a card when you have 3 or fewer, restores key, 15% damage received, plus 5 to strike, or inflicts all enemies with plus 5 to strike and blast cost, inflicts all enemies with plus 10 to special and special move arts cost. So yeah, it's kind of a destructor in a sense, as well as being like a super offensive unit. And then enemies also get minus 30% health restoration. Applies the following effects to self. I can't speak. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike or blast art card. Restores health by 3%, nice. Restores ki by 10, nice. 20% damage inflicted for 10 counts, nice for combos. And then he applies a buff effect, nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover for 5 counts, activates once. So you can do that. So basically for the first 5 counts in a combo, this guy is like any unit that can't counter it. Like Vegeta Blue can't counter it. Ultra Broly can't counter it. One of the obviously more like universal cover change units. Pretty nice. The quality dipped on there, didn't it? having to put both these into one picture, the quality dipped. I'll try my best to read this. So when the battle starts, you get your unique gauge up by 100%, so you have it there ready. 152 damage inflicted, reduced damage received by 70%. You get 1 arts card draw speed level, -5 to all arts cost, gradually restores health each count, and then nullifies enemies' reduced key effects for 60 counts. All those, apart from the applies effect to nullifying enemies' reduced key effects, all those are uncancelable. So pretty good. Knocks enemy back into long range if a cover is performed against their blast cards. So the counter for unique gauges for strike stuff and like forward charging green and blue cards, but his actual cover change is for blast cards, and obviously you can counter that into blue card. And when enemy activates an ultimate, awakened or rising rush, all your allies get 10% health back, and all your allies sub counts go down by 10. So you can basically switch into any other units. You could switch into like Ginyu, if you are running with Ginyu. You could switch into LF Piccolo if you want to get him obviously revived and awakened into Orange Piccolo, and then cancels enemies attribute upgrades and buff effects. Activate once. Okay, so if the enemy does like the rising, if they do like the ultimate, all the stuff that they get with their ultimate, if it can be cancelled, will be cancelled. So like all the extra damage inflicted they'll get, all the buff effects they'll get from that ultimate, if they can't be cancelled, if they can be cancelled, will be cancelled. Makes sense. It's pretty. He sounds like a pretty good unit. I don't know about you guys. We also have here, as you can see, a raid which is going to be starting. I'm assuming, obviously Janemba's coming tomorrow, but I'm assuming most of these is going to be coming tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming this raid is going to start tomorrow as well, because obviously the Ultra Janemba is a bonus character, so nice. We haven't had a raid, I don't think, since the Frieza raid as part of the Namek Saga celebration. I don't think we had one for the Dragon Ball Saga celebration, which is nice. You know, you get decent reward from that. This is one of those events similar to what we had with like the superhero campaign. We had it with the Dragon Ball Saga campaign, we had it with the Frieza Saga campaign, where you basically have to bring certain units. So as you can see here, there is the EX Turles and the Sparking Bojack from like year 1. There's also, I think, the Red Janemba who's getting his Zenkai. He's one of the units that you have to use, and then someone else who I can't remember off the top of my head. But basically you have to use them. I think like there's 3 battles for each unit basically, and one of them is at like the unit has to be at like 4 stars, one of them has to be at 7 stars, and then the last one has to be at 7+ stars. So if you're an older player like me, and you have like Bojack 14 star, Turles 14 star, Janemba 14 star, you're pretty much good. You'll be able to do all of it. And then speaking of the Janemba, this red one, he does get a Zenkai Awakening. Whether this is coming tomorrow, I'm not too sure, or whether it's coming next week, again, not 100% sure. I know the missions for the green Super Gogeta, if you're like me and you don't pay for the Zenkais with crystals, then you've got a week left basically to get the last 1000 Z power for the Janemba, the Gogeta. Like his missions run out next week. Maybe that Zenkai starts next week. I don't know. Maybe it starts tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. And then also, last but not least, new equipment to be able to be used by Regen and Blue, obviously for Janemba. Let me actually look. Have I got Dragon Ball Legends up? Yeah, I've got Dragon Ball Legends up. Of course I've got Dragon Ball Legends up. Let's see. I need to get my I need to do my adventures. Let's see who else can actually benefit from this. So we go into Blue and we go into Regeneration. I mean, Zamasu could benefit from this. Yeah, this Zamasu, if you guys run this Zamasu, he could benefit from this new unique equipment. I'm assuming it's going to be very... like... offensive oriented, because it is basically for Janemba if you think about it. Like, did this with like, I think they did this with Ultra Vegito Blue, and the equipment there was basically catered for him. It was pretty much all offense. So I'm assuming it's going to be like health, like strike and blast attack, and then something else like maybe vanishing gauge restoration or something like that. But I mean, if we get like this Buu Zenkai, he'll be able to benefit from it. Yeah, you know, there's options there. There's options there. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it. So as usual, let me know. Oh, new character info. Oh, Super Jam is joining the fight. Okay. Yeah, so pretty much got it there. So yeah, let me know if you guys are going to be summoning this for this Janemba. Do keep in mind, obviously we're in the middle of October now, coming towards almost the end of October. Legends Fest starts next month. Like, I would say this time next month we'll be starting to count down to Legends Fest, because Legends Fest is more towards the end of November, and that's how they get away with doing like LF, then LF, then Ultra, because it's technically November, then December, and December. That's technically how they quote unquote get away with it. So I'm expecting this Janemba to maybe be the last premium character we get. We may get another LF probably around the movies. I would say in the next 2 weeks, maybe the very beginning of November, but I doubt it. Because it's like almost end of October now. Like, well, I say end of October. We've got like 2 weeks almost. I don't know. But with that being said, let me know if you guys are going to summon for this Janemba. I probably am, because I can kind of get some crystals back. But I probably won't go too bad if I get. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself out there. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and do all that good stuff, because it is, as always, very, very highly appreciated. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.